Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis and network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the cannabis and network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away. Cannabis connect the bonds we create. In the cannabis and network, we elevate. Leaves of green bring scenes serene. Life becomes a colorful dream. Inhale the peace, exhale the strife. Cannabis and network, give me life. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis and network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis and network, let your worries go.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? We've got another Twisted Up Thursday. This one's a special one. We got a Pro 420 hangout and a giveaway. It's a dugout. I hope you dig it. All kinds of awesome people starting to roll in. Don't forget to share out the stream so we can fight that shadow ban shit I was talking about earlier. What's up, Miss Renee? I want to thank you all for joining tonight's live chat. Please feel free to introduce yourselves. We hope you dig tonight's EOS prize. All winners must pay shipping unless otherwise stated. All right, here, this is the noise we're hearing in the background. Oh, look, there's Stoner Steve. There's Mr. I Grow Fire getting the Blunsky ready. Steve, you're muted. Oh, I muted you. I muted Steve.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Awesome.
Right.
I got a headset that works.
Ooh, Steve's coming in through a headset. We got Dark Wolf. Welcome in, David. We got Renee, caretaker of the asylum, which is Jessica. And don't forget to check out the links down in the description. I've got to get Fish and Gold's link in there. And we're working on a logo for him right now. Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a picky old fucker though. We sent him a really good one. He's like, well, he sent pictures, right? He sends pictures and he's like, hey, can you use these pictures for an idea? So we use the motherfucking pictures and it looks just like the pictures. And he's like, well, and then I sent him a different one and he's like, well, and then he's found a different one that he liked. So we're going to definitely have fun working out his logo like we did with Jolly Roger. What's up, Jolly Roger? Welcome in. Miss DB's in the house. What's up, DB? Yeah. So Jolly Roger had a fairly similar logo to this, but it was one that was being widely used by a lot of people. And I figured, hey, Brian is a cool motherfucker and he deserves his own badass logo. So if you actually zoom in on the hat, it has the state of Arkansas here, and then it also has, or that's down in the bottom part, it has the Coast Guard emblem on the chef hat. Nice. And then between the two blades, there's the state of Arkansas seal. So I made it all about them. Usually people just give me the control to do whatever the fuck I want, and then we get some picky old fucker. DB's having some Paul Newman frozen pizza. We do have another mail call. This one is definitely a fungus among us mail call. But I think, who's chiming? Steve chiming. Steve's over there chirping like a doorbell. Renee had grits. Jolly Roger says it is a badass logo. I mean, you're welcome. And you're a badass dude, so you deserve said badass logo. You know what I mean? And this beautiful picture behind us was taken by Miss Jessica. That's a nice view. I can kick everybody off stage so we can all see it. Look, watch this. Bam, bam, bam. Isn't that pretty? But Wisconsin's a beautiful state. They just got stupid weed laws. on the trip, I'm looking at, and I think I told Mr. Igro Fire about it. So North Carolina is beautiful. The mountains, the views. In Southwest Wisconsin, the glaciers didn't go there. So you still have rock walls and big, they got Mount Lacrosse, which is not a mountain. Once you've seen a real mountain, you're like, okay, check it out. So that fucking little hill they call a mountain back home is not a mountain, but still it's hilly as shit. There's twists and turns. And then you get into the other areas where it's flat, where the glaciers eroded everything out. But Wisconsin's an awesome state, except for the weed laws suck. Amazing fishing. The best cheese in the world comes from Wisconsin. I can't wait. Like the thing I'm most excited about is getting fresh cheese curds. They're made Thursday night, Friday morning, and they're going to be in my hand Friday night, and I'm going to have fresh cheese curds. And I'm going to like go up to the mic and I'm going to take a bite so you can hear the squeak. They call it squeaky cheese for a reason. Yeah. Like I'm beyond ecstatically thrilled. I'm going to try to not eat more than a pound a day. My limit is about 2 bags. And then there's some other cheese curds. The garlic rock cheese curds are pretty good, but I love plain cheese curds. I love cheese.
I like to infuse olive oil with different herbs and spices and whatnot, and then soak the cheese curd in that before I eat it.
Bacchus in the house. All right, so I do have an update. Oh. All right, here.
Okay, I did what I figured. I figured out what I was trying to do.
We're both clicking the same fucking button at the same time to bring up the comment. Oh, wrong one. It's going to be 80 tomorrow in North Carolina. So Bacchus says, bring him the curds.
God dang it. There.
Bacchus, send me an email so we can chat, because we are going to be up in your neck of the woods. I do have 4 streams that I'm going to be, we are going to be panning in that are known to have gold. So we're going to be right near Bacchus, not too far away. I'm excited. The Gold Hound is going to see the East Coast in its completion.
Nice.
I won't be doing Indiana because Indiana is not a recreational or medical legal state at this time. But when we come back, I'll be Gold Hound in Indiana as well. There's some insane kettles and crevices that I want to hit.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. There's good gold in Indiana.
Yeah, less than an hour away from where I'm sitting now. Actually, there's amazing gold in the Vermilion River here. There was historical mines, so there's a lot of coal. But at some point in time, there was a rift that came in. Bone Dead Heathens in the house, Risha. So there was a rift that came in, and it actually volcanic earthquake. I'm not sure. I'd have to do more research on it, but there's an area where it comes up, and we're gonna be petting the pussy. There's an area where it comes up, and
I gotta find it.
What? I don't want to go higher.
There's good gold.
Can you hear me, Jericho?
I can hear you, Steven.
Awesome.
But I'm gonna play a quick video of what's coming up.
Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings rise high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the cannabis network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away.
Did you eat dinner?
Oh, there's the cat. So one of the neat things we're going to be...
Where'd you find it?
one of the neat things we're going to be doing is we've got the pirate coins.
Come here. Oh,
We're
no,
going to be
come
doing
here.
the puff it or pass, depending on where we want to go. At certain points in the trip, it's going to come to where bring curds, sunshine, and hash. All right, we oh, shine. I don't got any moonshine. I'm hoping my friend from North Carolina that knows some people might be able to get me a little quart jar of some deliciousness, especially for tincturing. But at certain crossroads, instead of making a decision because we don't plan, when man plans, God laughs. What we're going to do is we're going to flip a coin and let the puff it or pass it coin decide. Are we going to go to Delaware first? Or are we going to go to DC? Are we going to, so like, but the first one's actually Michigan, Illinois for 420. Are we going to go to Michigan first or second? I don't know, lots of stuff. But we have the live stream and the 420 giveaway. Since we're going to be on the road, we're going to do it. It's the Steve, that's your freaking camera alarm. Your camera alarm was going off.
That was Angie and them leaving.
I know that's the noise I'm hearing. But yeah, so when we
Really
make a
just take
decision,
everything in.
we're gonna flip a coin. Certified old guy in the house, welcome in. But yeah, Mr. I go fire.
Certified old guy, you're in my area. We will be at
Leo's Slice.
Leo's in the Slice tomorrow, giving away tickets to Cloud Fest.
10 general admission and 2 VIP tickets tomorrow night at Leo's Slice. What else? It'll be towards the end of the adventure, DB. Renee says that looks like her buddy. But yeah, so that's the excitement. We're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff, traveling. I do have the giveaway items here in front of me. Tonight's live stream is sponsored by Pro420.com. I'll make myself big. They sent a couple of dugouts, so we're going to let the winner choose. And you also get this child-proof stash jar, but their stuff's in the description, Pro420.com. They sent a card. They sent some stickers. So everybody's going to, if you win, you're going to get a sticker. And here's the choices. So there's the mini dugout, which is a short one, and then the tall dugout. So this one has a slide top. This one rotates. With the slide top, it comes with the old style brass bats. These are made out of wood and metal. And then on this one, I got to be careful because it launches. This one is a brass lined one hitter with some really pretty curly maple. So those are your choices. And then whoever wins gets the stash jar with it. If you want to see the stash jar, it's Jericho proof. I've been made fun of on multiple platforms now because I have a hard time getting this stupid thing open. I cut my hair a long time ago, Renee. I actually was bald. See, I thought I had it open, but it's not open. So there you go. Here's the stash jar. It's actually like a child-proof thing. You're going to get that and the choice of the dugout. So I hope you dig it. We're going to I don't think we're going to do any comment pickers. I think we're just going to do the EOS. Whoever's here at the end, we're going to put everybody in a race and then send them on the way. And if you guys don't know who Bone Dead Heathen is, this is Miss Risha. She is a metal detecting, magnet fishing phenomenon. Her husband, Beard, Iron Antler Adventures.
James.
Yeah, Steve knows them. Say hi, Steve. Yeah, so her and her husband are a couple awesome people, and we're actually going to get to hang out with them.
Yes, they are.
June. That's some top secret shit. But we're going to be hanging out with Risha and Beard in June. So that's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I don't know if Risha and Beard knew we were going to be there. But yeah, if you look at Renee's channel, she's got her cats on there. Save that. And
Hey, Risha.
you should be able to drop links. So you can drop Beard's link if you want, because there's a lot of new people in here. You can drop. Oh, he says no, they didn't. Yep. So we talked to our cheesehead friends, and they told us about the little get together, and said they wanted us there. So we're going to be there. Miss Jessica is actually going to get her magnet wet, go magnet fishing. She's super excited about it. She's got a Kratos magnet. She won one of the magnets I gave away like 2 years ago.
I ended up getting one of your magnets because you accidentally left it here.
I am still scrapping, but currently I'm not doing anything with the scrapping because I don't have any place to do it.
Yeah, certified. Oh, God, tomorrow.
And we're trying to get Growing with Stoner Steve to 50 subscribers so he can go live from Cloudfest. And Jessica, Risha, and you share a hairstyle. She loves them. Hers are actually braids. She braids them in. The white glows in the dark and the green's really bright.
Yeah.
I've heard it like 30 times. So. It's so she doesn't dye her hair. And then she can change it to red or blue or whatever and not dye her hair.
Yeah, I stopped dyeing my hair a couple years ago.
But yeah, so we're gonna be doing some all kinds of exciting adventures. We're gonna be rock hounding, magnet fishing, metal detecting, gold prospecting, and smoking a lot of weed.
Well, that's always good.
We're gonna try to hit all 4 Cheech and Chong East Coast dispensaries. I love Cheech and Chong. Who doesn't love Cheech and Chong? I mean, how can you not love Cheech and Chong? How many people have watched Up in Smoke more than 10 times? Raise your hand.
More than
10 times for Up in Smoke.
Raising my hand.
this week or
Right.
The week.
So Risha, she can actually send you a thing on Instagram with what she gets. That way you don't have to dye yours and you can just braid them in. And then you can go color to color, week to week. Ooh.
It's a lot of work, though,
It is a lot
to
of
do
work.
it week to week. Unless you're only doing a couple at a time. I don't know. Maybe it's just because my arms are all jacked up. It takes me forever.
so when we were kids, Jericho, speaking of Cheech and Chong, my mother's a Norwegian immigrant, and she didn't really know who Cheech and Chong was. She knew nothing about them. But for the holidays one year, she asked what us kids wanted, and if we wanted some music or something, because we didn't have a TV or anything like that. We were quite poor growing up. But we did have a record player and a radio. So us kids got together and our convoluted little minds, we said, hey, let's see if the old lady will buy us that Cheech and Chong wedding album.
I knew where this was going. I knew where this was going.
So we did. We said, hey, she said, what do you want for holiday? We said, oh, it's a wedding album. We want a record. It's called the wedding album. Oh, really? Who does it by? Oh, a new artist named Cheech and Chong. Oh, okay, great. Well, it was all fine and dandy until Christmas came along and we opened it up and she says, let's just go and put it on the record player.
Oh, no.
And it was not what she wanted to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen in chat, Tom Kingery is
I
in
could
here.
have my
What's up,
bag.
Tom Kingery? Tom Kingery is a recent winner of the Pirate Pipe. And don't forget, if we hit 50 tonight, we're going to do another Pirate Pipe giveaway. Like I said, we got the dugout we're going to give away. If we hit 50, we'll do a Pirate Pipe giveaway. And whoever wins is going to get some cones thrown in their box as well.
Cole, have you ever seen the Judge's Water box that Cheech and Chong released?
You should get it.
Over the last couple of years.
I have not.
You should get it, man.
Yeah.
I want this so bad. He's got some of it's one of the most amazing Cheech and Chong paraphernalia items I've ever seen. Like it honestly blew my mind.
Yeah.
When I like he told me about it. I thought it was fake when I seen it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what? No, it's real. He's got one. It's like $200 or $300 if you can find
Stop
it.
it!
And they come in.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of Cheech and Chong ever since I was a little kid.
All right, certified old guy says I have to go. Wife has pineapple upside down cake. All right, here you
All
go.
right.
This Judge's Water, Cheech and Chong.
We will see you tomorrow, certified old guy.
The Judge's Water, huh?
Yep. You open it up, or down here at the very bottom.
Yeah.
You can see it well.
Oh, it's
It
fucking
says,
vodka, man. Oh, yeah, from the
fucking
movie.
vodka.
From the
From
movie. Yeah.
Yep. I haven't opened this thing in a while.
You remember
so-
the judge's name in the movie?
Gladys Dykes.
Gladys B. Dykes. That's right.
Yep. I just watched it 3 days ago.
Okay.
And you get a bottle of
nice.
you get a bottle of vodka, and then once you're done with the vodka, you turn it into a bong.
Nice.
Now that's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
I don't drink alcohol, but I would buy that.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol either, but I would buy that. Yep.
That's why my bottle's still full.
Yeah.
I don't like vodka, but
Yeah.
they were only supposed to make a certain amount of them, but they ended up making a whole lot more than they, I think, originally anticipated. So,
Yeah.
but my buddy gave it to me. One of my best buddies. Me and him smoke a lot together and always have. So he ended up giving it to me for Christmas. And I don't really drink vodka. I don't like any liquor that ain't got magic marker right on the lid.
Yeah,
You're giving away the request.
The what?
You're giving away my top secret North Carolina source.
I'm not a source.
I took
You're a
Every
source
once
for
in a while-
entertainment.
Every once in a while, I bump into somebody that realizes how thirsty I am, and they'll, oblige me with a little bit of water. Judge's water, kind of like, but
See, I call it creek water.
I don't like no liquor that's got a sticker on the bottle.
yeah.
That's
Unless you put a sticker on there.
ain't nobody that's got any sense like that would ever put that's just.
Well, like
that's
Big
getting
Chuck.
cut.
So Big Chuck puts 3 crosses on his and then signs it. So for those of you that don't know, I got to meet Big Chuck for Moonshiners on Discovery a couple
We got
times.
to go hang out. We got to go hang out with him at the distillery for one of his a
events.
couple of the old timers that got busted from Virginia for moonshining back in the day ended up I guess they released their recipes to a certain distillery, and that distillery is running their moonshine that they got in trouble for running back in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
So Big Chuck was one of their people that was kind of sponsoring them and showing up, as a guest for their release. And when we were at a gold mining show, Jerico was there too, and we all got to meet him and hang out with him a little bit.
Yep.
One of my other business partners, he gave us an invite to this release into some kind of couple different types of moonshine that he was kind of endorsing or whatnot, and got to hang out with him a little bit. He's a pretty cool old fella.
Yeah.
And
I
I
got
got to meet.
I got to go pan on his property for 30 seconds, and then it's family property, so if all don't agree, then no one agrees, which was whatever.
Yeah.
The dream was lasting for about 30 seconds to get access to new gold opportunities.
I just went scouting a week or so ago for some just looking on Google Maps and looking at sites of areas that I used to pan here in Washington. And they're just there we go. They're just everything's claimed now. Everything's got a claim on it. Every place you used to go and collect a little bit of gold now and again has been bought and then has a claim on it now. But,
Sunday driver. Sunday driver or snowballs?
Sunday driver snowballs.
Which one?
Snowballs.
I say Sunday driver, man.
Sunday driver. See, I'm not a snowballs fan. I don't like the isolate.
It's
But to each his
This
own.
is-
I think
is a
the
snowball.
snowballs is different than the snow caps.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Yeah, this
Let's
is
make
this is
Steve big. Yeah, it's
snowballs.
wax. It's just blonde
Okay.
ass wax.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not the distillate shit.
Hey, Steve.
Yo.
I got a dab ready for you here when Jerry puts the camera back up.
Hold on. I
Here you
gotta
go, man.
All right, he's gonna do one that beats.
Here you go, Steve. That's all you, brother.
Oh, that's too much.
All right, go ahead, Jolly Roger or Fishing Gold. You're on the big screen. Make sure we can see your rig.
No, I'm just telling Steve I got a dab ready for him.
I'm waiting for you to do it. You pulled it. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm not doing that much. I will straight up die right here
I
online.
got half of that size on mine.
Well, I'll do a big one though. I'll do I don't know. I'll do a quarter gram.
Here,
Anyways,
let's bring them up. Oh, here. This is how big mine is. It's about the
mine's
size
bigger.
of half a
Mine's
pea.
bigger than yours is.
Hiram Gonzalez, welcome in, welcome in. We're getting ready to do some dabbing. If you got a rig, let's do it. And
Sure.
here, I'll mod you up in a minute.
Can I preheat it or cold hit?
I'm preheating right now.
Yeah.
Mine's electric.
I just switched to this alien tech. I don't even have my hat on. I guess Renee wouldn't have seen I was bald because I always wear a hat.
There you go.
There
That's
you go.
size one. That's about what I'm doing.
This was Renee.
There you go. Arms up. Arms up.
Breathe it in. But yeah, so that one's for you, Renee. I'm definitely good and baked now.
Okay, right here.
And don't forget to smash that thumbs up and share out the stream. Let's get it. It looks like we got 14, 16 watching, only 14 thumbs up, 2 slackers. I'm dying right now.
There we go. That was it.
Something to me.
Oh,
Everybody okay?
at Jolly Roger? You mean that one on my table right next to me?
Oh, we also figured out
There
that
you go.
the cone filler tip works as an amazing grommet and then reverse cone holder for the gas mask.
Has anybody seen the raw helmet?
Speaking of, yes, and I begged him. Have you seen the new one, the recorder?
It's got like 5 fucking joint holders in the top of it and a bunch of hoses that come down.
Yeah. This one's got 7 and it goes into 1 now. They fixed it. I sent him an email. I was like, listen, I want this. It's not for
seen that.
sale. It's
seen
influencer
it.
only.
Do what?
It's influencer only.
Hmm?
It's not for sale. They have to send it to you.
That sucks.
Oh, I'll give you some lovies too, puppy.
Renee says, day 25 of her tea break, 25 more to go. Woohoo! Renee, I feel for you. I couldn't even imagine going
Oh,
a
man.
day or two. Like, I've had to go days. I've had to go many days. And I feel for you. Freaking awesome in the house.
I'd take tea breaks before I had surgery. And that was like I had to go undergo general surgery for a few of my surgeries, so I had to go undergo general anesthesia. And they told me I had to take a tea break of like at least a week. One of them told me 2 weeks, so that sucks. I really feel for her. I know she's probably
Yeah, her
25
lungs
days. She's
needed a
probably got a
break.
handle on it, but
But she went
24
on.
months.
Damn it, Scuba.
She gets the pirate pipe right when she has to quit.
That's rough.
So she's getting the gas mask ready, but I'm going to show you guys. Don't forget, we do have the glow in the dark dual, triple, and singles. $35 including shipping anywhere in the United States. So you get a triple, a double, or a single. And they glow in the dark blue. I'm currently charging it with a Uper light flashlight because I had it in my pocket from earlier today. But like, it glows really nice. I mean, you can see it's daylight in here. I got light in here, and you can still see the glow. I had somebody ask me about my picture, whether or not I faked the picture, because it has a blue glow just on that. Like, it's so vibrant when I took the photo. All right, she's gas masking it. Where's the big screen? Oh, look at that. Bam!
There you go.
So there you go. She put a joint in there. That's the tip for the funnel for the pirate pipe. Wow, I lost my words.
Yeah, Renee Vester says when she had her hip replacement, they didn't say a thing to her about it. Yeah, they told me beforehand. They asked me if I did anything, and I told them, yeah, I smoke weed every day. And they said, oh, that can affect your anesthesia. You got to stop for 2 weeks. They told me I had open heart surgery, and they told me, yeah, you got to stop for 2 weeks. So I did, but
yeah,
didn't like it.
Didn't
but
like it. Didn't like it.
Didn't like it from nothing.
I know it can be difficult looking through a mask, but it might be fun to try and read my writings, Jessica.
And it's upside down.
Right? Oh, Renee didn't tell him. Yeah. Well, I also have the redhead gene. I have blonde hair, but I have a red beard.
All right. So
whenever you're ginger, they tell you that anesthesia, they have to give you a little bit extra.
Yep. So for most redheads, we are genetically harder to put out.
Yeah.
We're harder to medicate.
Yep.
They're actually doing genetic testing for redheads. The ginger over here next to me had genetic testing done for medications. That's something I would suggest people do because it can tell you what works and what doesn't.
We have a much higher pain tolerance too.
Yep, and a higher pain tolerance.
Did I smoke through the whole joint already? Oh, just a lot of ash. Oh, well, thank you.
She was cheating on that sucker. Yeah, so
you got about half of it left.
we're gonna all be using this Friday. We're gonna be playing smoke or do or smoke. So it's a card game where it tells you something you got to do, and then if you don't want to do it, you got to take 2 hits or 1 hit or whatever the card takes you. So I'm gonna have a sufficient amount of dabs ready. Smoking weed like that ain't gonna work. So we're just gonna be banging dabs and just going. Yep, Steve's got his ready. He's got the Cheech and Chong. You got to get an extension cord to run that motherfucker outside.
Oh, I'll run it off the Jackery.
Oh, that's right. Have the Jackery ready to go. Make sure you have that charged. Don't forget, if it rains at the Cincy Cloud Fest, if you're going to be there, they do have a secondary location on site with building access if it rains, to where everything can get moved out of the rain so that people are still able to fully participate in the event. Freaking Awesome says we used to have a time where see how long we can hold it.
That was the good old days.
Yeah.
Everybody grab a tent leg.
You're trying to hold in all that brickweed.
Yep, a good ass Mexican brickweed, man. I still say the highest I've ever been in my life was from some downtown Charlie Brown Mexican brickweed. I don't know if it just cured perfectly. It had like a red hue to it. It wasn't dipped because I'd smoked it and like it had weed taste. It didn't have any weird. I've smoked dips before.
The highest I've ever been was off of a gravity ball.
All right. Yeah, this shit teleported me though. Like,
Yeah.
I was sitting on a couch in the middle of winter. Next thing I know, I'm on a beach looking at the ocean. There's a palm tree to my right. There's a feller to my left. I can't see him, but I know he's there. And it was like, I'm back on the couch and my buddy Homer, he goes, bro, who the fuck are you talking to? And I told him, I've never, first of all, I still have to this day never seen the ocean in person.
Wow.
I have not been in the ocean. I've not touched the ocean. I've not seen a palm tree in person.
Wow.
But in this dream, it was like I was in somewhere in Southern California on the Venice Beach or some shit. Like it was, it was like I didn't know what was going on behind me. Just that to my right there was a palm tree, and to my left on the picnic table or whatever, we were sitting on the top of the table. There was a feller. I have no idea what he looks like, but I was talking to this motherfucker for about 5 minutes. Homer said I was just carrying on a conversation, one-sided as hell.
Wow.
And he said he was a bit concerned. For the growers, is there any growers down in chat? I put on the Facebook grow group. If we get some growers in chat, we have some specific grower giveaways to do. And if there's anybody in chat that would like a sample of the SL, I'll just show you. This isn't the sample. Scuba Steve's going to have a bottle. This is the SLF 100. It's an enzyme for desalting. Would that be a fair way to say it? Your roots?
It's a root cleanser.
Root flush, yeah.
Root flush.
Yes.
Yeah, so if anybody in chat's a grower and would like to try that, it can be used for hydroponically or through media. It's got the instructions online. We've got several. They sent a case of bottles. And Stoner Steve's got his babies out. Look at that. That's wedding cake, right?
Yep.
All right. So he rescued a plant, and actually I've been having a conversation about you today, Steve. So anybody that knows, Diving with Scuba Steve is a dive and recovery person that goes out and recovers people that have been lost to the waters. Well, now Stoner Steve is going to, I think, should do Stoner Steve's plant recovery, where when people are growing or can't continue to grow, he adopts the plant and tries to save it. I think that would be an amazing series. Stoner Steve's plant recovery would be a fucking amazing series.
Well, the only problem there is if they have problems with the plants like fungus or bugs,
You'd have to have a specific separate tent and a separate area.
You don't even want to bring that in your house.
Yeah, you don't even want to go to their place.
Yeah, no bugs you can take care of after we put it out in the garage and the tent out there. Fill it full of aphid or ladybugs to eat the aphids.
Not spider mites. They're too much.
Defender. Use Defender 3.
Yeah, so
there's all kind of stuff you can use, but it's just better practice not to even bring it in.
Yeah.
Only rescue the ones without the bugs.
Yeah, we were just more so talking about nutrient deficiencies and stuff like that. Yeah, so he's definitely gonna have to be careful if he does advertise it, because there may be some dickhead that says, "Ooh, let's contaminate or let's coat this plant in male pollen, even though it's a female." And then when he carries the plant, it shakes and release male pollen everywhere, and then we'll give him an assload of ditch seeds.
I change clothes and everything before and take a shower before I even mess with my plants. I cut grass all day, so
yeah, true story.
Before I even go in my bedroom, I'm changing clothes for at least
All right, so
At
for the
minimum.
game, it has versus, team, question, and dare cards. So it's going to be pretty awesome to see what happens. I think we're going to team up guys against the girls. So we're gonna have an adventure. I know Jessica can hold her own. If it's edible related, Crystal's gonna be like, listen, motherfuckers.
Crystal ain't gonna do the edible too well.
I could eat like 12 cookies. Just like
Yeah.
num num and walk around just fine.
I'll mess you up. I'll mess you up on edibles.
Bring
Oh,
it.
will
I haven't
you?
found anything yet.
Bring it. Let's go.
Bring
I'm
it.
ready. But yeah, so we're gonna be
Okay.
doing dab hits. We're gonna be eating some edibles. And we're gonna be smoking a monster joint on Saturday. So Jessica's gonna be walking around with a 2-foot raw joint on her birthday all day. She's gonna be smoking this motherfucker. It's huge.
Nice.
We got
Y'all
the
going
cones.
I say,
Y'all going to end up in fucking chairs.
listen.
Y'all going to end up
He's
under
gonna-
somebody's fucking tent.
If you want to know what it looks
Slumped
like,
over.
this is what it's going to look like. So
I'll be fine.
I'm much bigger than her, about twice, 2-3 times her size. So if you can imagine, it's a baseball bat of weed. So we're going to make a
Smoking, I hope.
couple of those for the weekend. It's going to be an adventure.
The smoking ain't the thing, it's the edibles.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
yeah.
I love me some edibles. I eat them all. Like I get an entire thing of chocolates from the store, and then I just eat them all in one sitting. And
Saturday we're gonna see how much we can tolerate on edibles.
Yeah, Saturday we're going to be taste testing approximately 50 different brands edibles and different products from all over Ohio, Michigan, different companies coming from all over the United States to the Cincy Cloud Fest. It's going to be amazing. And then don't forget, in May, we've got the Keefe Canna Fest where we're going to be chit-chatting with Twista. That's going to be fun. Little VIP ticket action there. I'm excited. Hopefully we'll be able to get enough to get the whole team in there. I know Mr. I Grow Fire is really looking forward to coming up for that one.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be nice.
Vaping's just as bad as smoking. All right, so DB says y'all got to infuse some coconut milk and try it. Very effective.
oh, I can't.
She can't ingest coconut,
Not large amounts.
not in large quantities. But I was looking at the sunflower oil where they were taking, for those, if you can't use MCT oil, they were saying you can use sunflower oil. Basically any non-hydrogenated oil is safe to use for your can of oils. And I was also looking, they infused garlic with it. So I think it would be very interesting for Mr. Chef. We got a couple chefs. Here's one. Here's the other. I think these two chefs should get together and come up with an amazing cannabis recipe of infused insanity.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be easily done. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to it. What time is it? We got about 15 minutes left to go. We're going to do a short stream tonight because I got to pack and yeah. I Grow Fire's like, I know. And then I washed all my clothes. Everything's ready to go. I just got to choose what I'm going to take for clothes. Oh, and then almond milk as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like almond milk, especially the sweet vanilla one.
Yeah.
I like almond milk with my cereal. I'm lactose intolerant, but I love cheese. I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, you're talking about eating 25 pounds of cheese curds over here.
She's going to set a limit to, like, what I say, three to 5 bags of the orange and one of the white for the whole trip. I got to eat it within 3 days. She'll help. She likes cheese.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've seen him after macaroni and cheese, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna want to be within the same fucking van as him if he gets too much cheese on his gut. You're gonna be pulling some damn straight up Ace Ventura shit going down the highway. You think I'm playing? I've seen that motherfucker peel paint off the walls.
I've handled worse.
Fish and Gold, we can do something. I think we should definitely have a night where Jolly Roger comes up, Fish and Gold comes up, and they instruct me because I have the machine, the Vius extraction machine to make the butters and oils. So I think it would be cool to have Fish and Gold and Jolly Roger instructing me after I make the stuff. Like here's my jar of oil, here's my jar of butter. Now what do we do?
Yeah, I've got a recipe right off the top of my head that involves, it's pasta oleano, which is olive oil pasta. That's the main thing. So you infuse olive oil.
I love olive oil, extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah. You make linguine, but what you do is you heat your oil very, very slowly in the pan, and you add, not very, very slowly, but you on a medium heat, and you add your garlic to it before it heats up. Normally, you'd add your garlic to it and saute it, but in this case, you want the garlic to let the juice out into the oil.
Yep.
So that would infuse the garlic into the oil into the garlic, vice versa, right?
And you have to keep your temperature down.
Yeah, you keep your temperature down, but you want it to be getting warm enough to be cooking that garlic at the same time. So medium high heat, medium high heat. Anyhow, you add some red pepper flakes to it after a bit. Let those get in there and start to infuse into the oil a little bit. Then you simply take a little bit of the you make yourself some linguine, some pasta. I like using linguine for this recipe. Takes about 10, 12 minutes to cook linguine al dente. But while that's cooking, you take a little bit of the pasta water out, about a half a cup, and you put it in your olive oil. And it crackles and pops a little bit, but you whisk it together and it emulsifies. And when the pasta comes out, you pull your pasta out, drain it, throw it right down into your oil, mix it up with the garlic and the red pepper flakes and the olive oil that's been infused. You add some fresh Italian parsley, chopped Italian parsley, throw some cheese on it, some Parmesan cheese, and you're good to go. That's pasta oleano, But yeah, you just use a bunch of infused olive oil for that, and I think something like that would just wipe you out.
I'm excited.
But depending on how strong you make it, you could go.
So I'm looking at doing 1.5 ounces per pound of butter or 16 ounces of oil.
Yeah.
I'm going a little bit excessive. They recommend an ounce, but I'm going to go 1.5 ounces. So I did find at one point I had made butter and I was really fucking high, and I added an ounce in, and then I added another ounce in, and then I added another ounce in, and then I said, fuck it. Let's do 1/4 pound per pound and see what happens. And I was actually able to rerun that.
Yeah.
And still extract oil out.
Yeah.
So I think 2 ounces per pound is about a maximum, I think, because there's only so much.
Yeah.
Only so much. They have to be able to absorb each other. And if it's oversaturated with THC, then that's going to stay in the leaf matter or just go into waste and float. So it has to combine in order to be. So I think 2 ounces is about the maximum, but I'm thinking I'm going to do 1.5 ounces per pound.
Yeah.
Because it's there for me, and like this one feller, he said that he had not gotten this high in 50 plus years smoking some of the weed I had the other day. So I made him a bowl of moon rocks, capped with snow caps, and it was about an 1/8 bowl in a steamroller. And he tapped out halfway through. He's like, listen, yeah, it's a straight shot to my house from here, but I don't want to overshoot it. He's like, there's a couple stop signs in between.
I had a friend last year who's he used some photosensitive seeds, ended up with a couple males. Well, the males popped up just as he was leaving town, and his daughter was watching the crop for him, and she didn't catch it.
Uh-oh.
So he ended up with a whole grow completely full of seeds.
Well, could be good depending on the plant.
Well, no, it was still good, crystally weed.
No, I'm saying having those seeds can be a good
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
depending
well,
on how good the
Yeah. No, we
genetics
didn't do
are
anything
of,
with the seeds, but
um,
we took it all and we cooked it into oil, cooked it all into oil, and some of it we made very strong. At one point, we made edibles that were about 1,000 milligrams a piece. Like we made these cookie, like not gingerbread men, but chocolate chip men with this little cutter, you know. And people were like, "Well, how much should we eat?" And we're like, "Well, you know, the head, share a leg with a friend, you know."
right?
That's some
Yeah,
good-
they were pretty strong.
All right. Is everybody ready for tonight's cannabis news and views? Ooh. I'm excited.
Yeah. 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 Headlines flashing, laws are clashing. HoodBilly Life, where the truth is splashing. From state to state, debates relate. Cannabis news, ain't no time to wait. Cannabis sue and networks on the case, keeping up the pace with news and views and a smoking embrace. From growing trends to market bends, HoodBilly's here, where the story transcends. Legislators talking, regulations stalking, new strains popping, folks are flocking, dispensaries buzzing, profits are fusing, HoodBilly's blazing, always amazing.
All right. Cannabis reform gets another chance in Congress. Advocates for cannabis reform have waited patiently to see if the Trump administration would take action on legalization. Trump previously said he was in favor of states making their own decisions with regard to pot policy. Now a group of bipartisan lawmakers have reintroduced legislation meant to reinforce these ideals. As first reported by the Marijuana Moment, the strengthening the 10th Amendment through Entrusting States Act would essentially end the federal marijuana prohibition in states that have enacted medical and or recreational legalization. The bill would change the Controlled Substances Act and remove roadblocks for compliant cannabis companies across the country. Plant-touching businesses would no longer have to worry about undue tax burdens and could finally engage in interstate commerce. The state's 2.0 Act calls for a federal cannabis framework regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. States and tribal entities would be allowed to set their own policies. The bill does not legalize cannabis nationwide. People who break the laws of their individual states could still be charged with crimes. So if you're in Wisconsin, 29 grams can still get you 20 years. The state's 2.0 Act was introduced by Republican Representatives Dave Joyce and Max Miller of Ohio, along with Democrat Dina Titus of Nevada. Joyce is the co-chair of the Congressional Cannabis Caucus and a longtime advocate of the drug reform policy. It is the third time a version of the States Act has been introduced in Congress. While it's unclear if the bill will finally be passed, it comes at a time when bipartisan support for federal cannabis reform is at an all-time high. The Trump administration recently said there are currently no plans to change federal policy, but the president did make several comments on the campaign trail indicating he supports reform. The bill has had a long journey before pot companies can reap the benefits, but with both Republicans and Democrats finally finding common ground via cannabis, 2025 could be the year meaningful change finally comes to fruition. And I just say it really needs to happen. And one of the topics I wanted to discuss tonight was the stigma of cannabis and people who are unable to participate in like, share, comment, subscribe because of fear of repercussions, either from employers, from family, from jobs. You know, the main thing is going to be jobs. People that have children that are in states that it's not legal have to be very, very leery of what they do. Even with THCA products, there's still a stigma of being a lazy, dumbass pothead. And I always tell people, look at me. I smoke more weed than anybody I know, and I'm very productive on a day in and day out basis. Granted, I have ADHD superpowers, but still, nonetheless, you know, people, the stick, I think for me, it annoys me when people don't say, I'm trying to not be a dick. All right. So I'm the type of person that says, fuck how you feel. If I ain't hurting you, fuck your feelings. That's Jericho in a nutshell. I'm going to do what I'm going to do over here. If you can smoke a cigarette, I can smoke a joint.
That's
and that's all there is to it. I don't care. And I don't smoke in people's houses. You know, I don't smoke where people don't allow smoking as far as like health wise. If they don't smoke a cigarette in their house, I don't smoke weed. And I always tell them it's medicine. You know, like I said on that one video, and you seen a little thing that says it's not a drug, it's my medicine. I have seizures. Fish and Gold, he's got PTSD. Mr. I Grow Fire, he's an asshole. So like we all got, you know, I always say we call it a safety meeting for a reason. I'm getting stoned, so you're safe, and I'm not angry. Mr. Gold Pan and Dutchie Jacko coming all the way from Amsterdam, and he's a medical marijuana smoker and amazing advocate for cannabis in the Amsterdam community. If you guys don't know and you have Instagram, check out Poldergood, Dutchie's Instagram. And Bacchus says he's going to head to the Cheeto Dreamscape. So just remember, Bacchus, when you wake up in the morning and your penis is orange, you didn't fuck it up.
Right?
All right, Bacchus, we love you, bro. And it's Poldergood420 on Instagram. See, I knew that's what it was. Keep digging, metal detecting in the house. What's up? Keep digging. All right. Everybody in chat. So if you're if you're in chat, that's not what I wanted. All you got to do to get a chance to win is comment in chat. We draw everyone's name that's been chitting in chat. So for you up on panel, you guys better start. You're gonna give the winner's choice. They get to choose whatever pipe they want or whatever they want. And then what we're gonna do from there is the one that's extra, the leftover one, is just gonna go in the hashtag on my way to 100K. So all you got to do is just comment, and don't forget to check out pro420.com. They sent tonight's prizes. Super awesome company. They have a lot of amazing dugouts. If you have somebody in your family that's old that likes dugouts, if you got a one-hitter person in your family, if you got somebody old that likes, Joe's not here, so fuck you, Cole.
Yep. Hey, I'm it.
Hey, I love dugouts. Right. The Pirate Pipe is the #1 product that I carry around with me on a day-to-day basis. So make sure you also check out WillemDavidProducts.com because he's got the Pirate Pipe and the Calypso, and you can't beat that. But smash that thumbs up like Jolly Roger says. And if you know somebody that likes dugouts, I can actually show you their website. Let's show you their website before we draw the name. Just because some of the shit they got on here is amazing. The quality, all right, you guys can see. Yes, I'm 21. This is what it looks like. All right, so they got Pro 420, Smoke Shop, Harvest Supplies, one-of-a-kind dugouts. This is where we go. Now, we're just going to see how much the most expensive one is, because why not? All right, look at the, can you see it? Like, look at this Galaxy Burl wood. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. $150 for this one. But like the quality, this is the one you're going to get. It's a one-of-a-kind. Galaxy Burl. Futo Stash Box. Futo is the brand. He's got an astronomically fucking high price for the Pirate Pipe. If you want a Pirate Pipe, don't buy it from here. Buy it from WillemDavid.com. And don't forget to drop HoodBilly in the notes. Here's another one of the Burl ones. The one I want is the one in the middle. But this one, even still, is beautiful. But the one I like is this beauty right here.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice one.
Like, the quality of the orange to blue is so amazing. Like, if I had the $150, I would buy that in a heartbeat. And I would definitely use that on special occasions. Because that is some high-quality wood right there. And they do sell, like, as I showed, the wood one-hitters that will match if they can for that, or something similar with the brass line. So that's Pro 420. Super awesome people. They sent us a couple dugouts. Like I said, winner's choice. You can get the tall one, or you can get the short one, and I will show them in a second. We got 17 people in there. I suppose I can make myself big quick.
What?
All right, so here's the tall one. It's got the slide top with the brass bat. And then here's the shorty. This one's one of the Futo ones, Futo, whatever. But it's got the tinier version, and it's got the wood bat with brass lining, which I still think is kind of neat because this is a neat little device. Now, for me, it's not big enough. I like the Pirate Pipe. It's got a half gram. Pirate Pipe version 2.0 is going to be coming real soon. I'm super stoked about that. But all right, we got 17 people in there. You got to get in it to win it. All you got to do to be in it is just comment. In order to comment, you got to subscribe. See, that's the trick. And don't forget, all winners pay shipping. We're going to play a little video, give people time to come in. If I can find
Why
it.
is it so small?
Because there's no word. It's just picking people out of chat.
I got you.
All right, I'm going to play a long-ass annoying song. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Is that the right one? Yeah. 2 minute, 35 second video, and then we're going to run it.
HoodBilly Life, yeah, we fighting tonight. From the hood to the country, we're shining bright. Grinding and climbing, we're reaching for the sky. HoodBilly Life, we're gonna fly. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from. Shit's changed, so now I'm holding on to my roots, yet chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors. Make moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. HoodBilly Life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. HoodBilly Life, we're moving forward forever. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from. Shit's changed though. Now I'm holding on to moves, yet chasing my roots, yet chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors, make moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. HoodBilly Life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. HoodBilly Life, we're moving forward forever. HoodBilly Life, we're moving forward forever. HoodBilly Life, we're moving forward forever.
Woohoo. All right. Good luck, everybody. You got to get in it to win it.
Good luck, everyone.
Who's going to win the choice dugout? Like I said, we're also going to throw in some king palms because we love the king.
Yes,
Rigged.
Rigged.
That's right. And I also made it through a fucking hurricane.
Awesome. I
Hashtag
got a new dugout. Thank
fuck
you.
Hurricanes. All right. Well, Scuba Steve's a dick. Since Scuba Steve won, I'm going to give him choice. Steve, which one do you want? Tall one or short?
You know what?
I'm going to
Let's
run
do
it
it.
again. So,
I'll-
what do you want? The dog ate the wood dugout I made you. But you got a new
What, small one,
pirate pipe.
small one or the big one? Show Crystal the dugouts real quick.
Watch my last motherfucking video. Oop. There you go. You can't have the small one. So this one's got the slide top with the brass bat.
That has got a slide top with a brass bat.
believe it's walnut and teak. That's my guess.
It's made of walnut and teak. I'm looking at it.
And then here's the short one. I just showed these. I swear to God. Crystal. And then it's got the wood with the brass tip. And then do you want the tiny stash jar or no?
What? Small one. She said small one.
All right. Small one's going in the Scuba Steve pile right here on my desk. Did you want the stash jar or just, you get these all the time. Do you want to put this with the other one?
Put that with the other one.
All right. We're going to run it again because Scuba Steve's a dick.
If it weren't for her Crystal, I would have got donated to chat. She could use something like that.
Scuba Steve is an awesome supporter of the channel. He's always here chitting and chatting. All right, here you go. This is for the tall one and the ooh, he finally won.
Jolly Roger. Good job.
Jolly Roger. Awesome.
All right. So Jolly Roger, I'm gonna send you the link. Come backstage. We're getting ready to shoot this in the ass. We appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget, starting this Friday, we're going to be releasing and going live on some random shit, but releasing footage of our adventure. So don't forget to share that out. We got the way the adventure gets covered by our sponsors is PPM, pay-per-view, and then pay-per-like. So we get 10 cents per like on their video, and then something like, I don't know, it's going to be weird, but it'll be cross-platform with them sharing it out and having over 1 million assorted followers. Hopefully we get into the thousands each video. But yeah, congratulations, Jolly Roger. Here is the link. I'm going to drop that, and then I'm going to play the outro, and then we're going to go backstage, and then we're going to pack. Well, I'm going to pack. She's going to pack her van if it stops raining. We're going to get ready for the adventure of a lifetime. We're going to go see Mr. I Grow Fire. We're going to smoke weed in front of the Capitol. It's going to be fucking awesome. All right. Links dropped. Like I said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to pay attention. Ring the bell for all notifications because we're going to do a pop-up tomorrow sometime at Stoner Steve's around the fire. Getting fucked up. All right. We're going to be playing a fun game. We're going to show you guys the stuff. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be fun. All right, later.
Later, everybody.
Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the cannabis network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the cannabis network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the cannabis network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the cannabis network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away.